Hello everyone and welcome to the pilot episode of the 2017 reboot of Ducktales, obviously from
Woohoo!
Disney. Yes. In case you're one of those kids who don't know, two kids who don't know anything about this show,
Or the song.
originally made in the 90s, doing
80s
the
actually.
80s.
80s for the Disney afternoon program. It was supposed to be starring about Scrooge McDuck and Donald Duck's nephew, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, which at the time were considered B-tier characters, and given time to shine and having adventures around the world and everything. The show had a good run, but then ultimately it ended. But recently Disney decided to revive it. Unfortunately, since the previous voice actor of Scrooge McDuck unfortunately passed away due to obviously age, they got someone else to replace it, and so that someone is actually the 10th Doctor, the Lieutenant himself. So,
And he
David
sounds
Tennant.
good.
yes.
Which makes sense because he's Scottish.
He's
And
also in
this
Jessica
video to watch
Jones.
is especially pilot that, as the time of his recording, was broadcasted a couple of days ago, basically.
As a time of this
So-
recording.
Yeah, be sure to start basically at the very beginning with the clouds and the landscape and everything. Alright then. 3, 2, 1, click.
So,
he sounds like considerably less Scottish and like as the Doctor as he does anything else.
and yet here he can
If I
do
recall
it.
correctly, Pedro, what leaves you happy on this one? Alex Hirsch is one of the writer, right?
And now-
No. It was some of the crew behind Gravity Falls.
And
Okay.
now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that usual conspiracy time. Why the hell do we have sentient birds and non-sentient birds?
Right now too, Alex Hirsch
I
is
don't
busy
know.
with the Pikachu movie.
There was a
Pikachu
hideous-
movie.
Also,
Judgment.
Nick
No,
Donald.
Ugh.
Hideous mutation in Disney Labs, and that's how it happened.
That's okay, Teo. Remember, we never show they're animals, so it's cool, I guess.
Ah, yes, I see we're doing the usual Gravity Falls trend of having
Jesus.
clearly adults voice children.
Well,
Yeah,
in
in
this
case
case,
you
it
have
works.
noticed, they got new voice actors for you doing Louis in order to reflect this new design.
Not just that, but the thing is, Lucy Taylor is getting old at this point, so it wouldn't really be wise to have her come in and do these three characters again. Also, there's also the fact that one thing we also have to remember is that the whole point of the original cartoons, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, personally, that they were supposed to be, the mirror for the audience, aka the kids. They were supposed to be the curious kids, just like the kids in the audience. Kids of today are not necessarily like the kids of the 80s, so obviously the characters have to be rewritten to reflect them.
Also,
Oh.
Donald has a smartphone.
Yeah. Oh, it's not so much that they're rewritten, they just sound different. Which I
Anyway,
have no
Donald-
problems with. I have no
Donald
problems
actually
with.
now has a job interview of all things.
Donald's getting a job. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. So, yeah, I guess their father's dead, off duty on duty or something?
Basically,
Actually, long
Java.
story, Trova. You and Louis' parents are always shrouded in a bit of mystery. Let's just say that.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that. Oh, I know that. I know that. I know
Mother,
that. I was just
mother,
wondering if this version actually explains.
Well, I don't know for now.
Basically, Java, read the life and times of Scrooge McDuck. It gives you.
Oh, I
enough.
have. Oh, I have. I have. I'm just wondering if this version had its own special take on it. Is all.
Well, they do mention it later, so stay tuned for that.
Donald is such a shitty car which has a GPS included.
Well, GPSs are shitty. So.
And yes, once again, Tony Anselmo
Anselmo.
plays Donald. Yeah.
So have fun trying to understand what he says.
I
very good.
actually can.
Well, you'd be well, Teo, have you? Well, Teo, I don't know. I can understand Tony much better than Clarence Thomas.
Is this going to be like a series of unfortunate events where there's so much old-timey stuff around, but there's modern technology?
Well, Teo, look at the bright side. They got one of the things right.
Well, sure. It's literally old meets new.
And there he is.
And yeah, just like at the beginning of the original series, Scrooge is a bit bored because it's been a long time since he's gone on any kind of adventures.
And now he's just concentrating on getting fortune.
So the Doctor is, Scrooge. Yeah. he's getting rather bored.
Well,
No,
wouldn't you be bored if you're
for as much, the thing is, Webs, there are two big passions in Scrooge's life: money and adventures. And as we see, whenever he doesn't have any in years, he kind of becomes. And trust me, this is of course a more like in here he's bored and sad. In the Laughing Times book, he actually goes beyond that. He basically becomes like a big.
Also, in case you haven't spotted, in that sequence there was a reference to Lupin.
Oh, hi,
With
Gyro.
the cards.
Well, actually, that's Launchpad, but.
Dang it.
Yeah, in this version, Launchpad is actually his chauffeur at the beginning, and he keeps saying, "By the way, I'm a pilot. By the way, I'm a pilot." You know.
It's just teasing.
And I might be wrong, but I think it's the same voice actor playing Launchpad.
I don't know.
Let me check.
It sounds basically the same. I mean, if it's not the same actor, then he does a really good impersonation.
I swear to God, if that's Travis Willingham.
I mean, I don't remember who voiced the original Launchpad on Ducktales 80s.
Let me
So-
check. Whose audio is bleeding through?
Not mine.
Anyway. So
I have my
anyway,
copy muted, so not mine.
so anyway, the original Launchpad McQuack was played by Terry McGovern.
All right, who plays him here?
Let's see.
Also, it's actually funny. One thing that is brought up a lot in my country's version of the Disney comics is the fact that Scrooge and Donald bicker a lot with each other. So this
Well,
aspect is also reflected.
Well,
here.
they are
Well,
siblings, aren't
The
they?
Life and Time of Scrooge McDuck only scratches these aspects.
Oh no, of course. In the original Carl Barks stories, and even Don Rose's, it's Scrooge is always ratting on Donald because he's such a lazy bum and he doesn't
Yeah.
save.
You know what's ironic is that in the comics, Donald was actually the guy who had to be the mediator between Scrooge and his competitors. Like, you know that
Yeah.
comic about where they have the longest yarn through Africa? Donald has to
Yes.
be the one who pulls the two
second richest duck.
competing ducks off of each other. Donald freaking Duck! The one with the
There you
anger
go.
management
Do- do-
issues is
do
the
the
one
Johnny-
settling the fight.
In the job interview, Donald is basically leaving Huey, Dewey, and Louie to Scrooge. But yeah,
Oh.
there are, depending, it's a funny thing. Depending on the artist, the writer and everything.
Hold on,
Donald is
I
sorry.
had to interrupt you here.
Apples with
Okay,
time.
here's one change they've made. They've made Mrs. Bigley into a fucking muscular titan.
And she's freaking awesome.
Gotta have to appeal the Tumblr audience, I guess.
Anyway. Now, as for who's voicing Launchpad, it's some guy named Beck Bennett here.
Well, I gotta give him credit. He sounds pretty much like the original Launchpad, so kudos on him.
Uh-huh.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm hearing that echo too.
God dang it!
The third one.
Wow. She's huge, muscular, and she has an awesome kick-ass voice.
So who voices Beakley in this one?
Let me
I think
check.
I've heard her somewhere before, but I can't quite
That sounds
place it.
familiar.
Let's see. Joan Gerber.
I don't know who that is.
Could you look at what roles she's done?
Let's see. Her most challenging voice role was all the children in a Japanese train wreck for a Godzilla television episode.
Oh, what?
Interesting.
All of the children.
Oh, wow. She's a veteran when it comes to Western animation shows. Oh, I think she was, wait, let me check. Was she
Jesus.
also? Oh my god, she was,
All right, Theo. Here's an interesting thing. They've completely rewritten Webby's character, in which she's basically a proxy for old Scrooge McDuck fans.
Okay.
As you're about to see.
Okay, never mind. Actually, I have the original Mrs. Beakley there when I did that one. The current Mrs. Beakley is voiced by someone named Tox Alagondoyu.
I have no idea who she.
Let me just place that here.
There, now I can put it on my. I got a picture.
ABC, the neighbors. Oh! Now I see.
There you go,
This.
still. Hold on, Jova.
Yeah, I still hear that echo.
Oh,
I hear
James,
that
I
echo.
think it's coming on your
There you
way.
go. There, Hortense and Quackmore. There they are.
There you go.
So, the one who voices Mrs. Beakley is actually from Steven Universe, Shiroy.
I
Oh,
thought
who,
so.
who is she? If you can tell me.
She voices, let me just post this. That person named
Yeah,
Kuya.
she's for those who don't know who Webby is. She's Mrs.
Oh.
Beakley's Mrs. Beakley's granddaughter, and she lived in this mansion all her whole life because she lives with a grandmother who lives in the mansion, and she doesn't have any friends. So now that they're here, she kind of forced them into being her friends.
Oh my god, it's so ironic. She
That
plays.
This reminds me that scene in Excel Saga, one of the later episodes, where one of the guys tried to put a suit of a Power Ranger, although it's like 80 years old.
You know, I just realized the irony. She plays a tiny old elderly lady in Steven Universe and plays a huge elderly lady here.
Size doesn't matter?
Huh.
It doesn't matter the size, though.
No.
Wow. Tennant's really giving it his old Scotsman.
He's definitely, from what I've heard, at least so far, he's definitely enjoying his role.
Mhm.
Yeah. He,
Well,
you know,
he's playing one of the most iconic Scottish comic book characters.
hey, wasn't he
Yeah.
also in Jessica Jones, Dwibs?
Yeah, he's
Yep.
Purple Man.
Yeah, he was. He was the best part of that show. Wait, did we meet Webby just?
Yes.
Yeah,
we did.
Who's she played by? Wendy Lee?
I
No,
don't know.
Kate Micucci.
Oh, okay, cool.
Who's that?
She was also in Steven Universe. She voices Sadie.
Sadie.
She's a
Wow.
veteran voice actress. She's a veteran voice actress, basically. Anyway, yeah, like I've said before, in this version,
There you go, they referenced one of the lines, one of the most iconic lines of Scrooge in the comics. Balance, touch.
yeah, you need to practice at that. You're kind of
Ow.
rusty.
Top heavy there.
So yeah, Webby, like I said before, she yearns for going on adventures as well. Like I said, she's basically spent her entire life in here studying the lineage of the Duck family. So yeah, she's basically a post-in for older fans. That's kind of fun.
I forget. How is she related to the niece?
She's Mrs. Bickley's granddaughter.
Ah, yeah.
She needs to learn the art of subtlety, though.
No, I actually prefer because the original Webby was just
Yeah,
the
everything is better than the original Webby at this point.
Okay.
The original Webby was just the bland little dovey Webby cute.
No,
little
no,
girl.
no. She wasn't just that page, remember? She was the girl version.
Yeah.
Anyway, seeing Scrooge again is
Oh, the lamp!
extremely great.
The lamp, the mask. Oh, that is such great
really, He
memorabilia.
keeps all of his treasure that he found in this pretty much secret place.
Or as I like to
That's
call
much.
it, the reference to the old show's room.
Actually,
Pretty much.
Teo, it's not a secret place. It's just the garage, as you're going to learn.
Okay,
Please,
that's good.
There you go, see?
That's not me. That's Jova.
No,
You see
that's
what
not me. I heard
I
it.
love what they're doing right now. Basically, as the old fan that she's supposed to represent, don't you know, not Ronald went on lots of adventures with Scrooge. But since most people know the Ducktales 80s version, no, actually, what are you talking about? It's only Scrooge and the triplets.
Of course, it doesn't have pins.
Yeah. What the heck?
Oh, that's Shiroy, actually.
Yeah.
Shiroy,
The
you
echo
watching
is
this on your
coming from
PC?
you.
Sorry?
Are you watching this on your PC, Shiroy?
Yes.
Could you turn it
Try
down
to
a little?
lower the volume, yeah.
Oh, you can hear it from the headphones?
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
The danger lurks in front of you?
That's not-
Well, shit.
That's not how it
Wow.
goes forever.
No, for now we don't hear anything.
Who keeps a ghost right in your attic?
Wait,
never mind. It's Uncle Scrooge. Deus Excalibur.
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
Oh yeah, because Scrooge is voiced by David Tennant now, some people started calling him the Ducktales.
A headless horse. So it's another case of that headless horse with the headless horseman. Oops.
Even the ghost stopped.
One change that they also made is that in the original 80s show, Scrooge was wearing a blue outfit. In here, they went back to the original Carl
Classic
Bark,
red.
the original Carl Barks red outfit. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So much for that plan.
They fused.
Jesus.
Wow. He's put away a lot of evil in his day.
Oh, you have no.
Also, that particular color scheme of face and blue flames is also a reference to another one of the comics, but I'll say later on.
No, Scrooge is dead. Oh.
There you go. You wanted my head? There
Wrong
you
head.
go. True. Yeah.
Technicalities.
Ahead!
I
I'm no longer a freak. Thank you. Okay, that's going to freak plenty of
We're
people
just
out,
gonna-
but okay.
Just gonna let him go.
Family and
Sure.
shit.
Oh.
What?
There you go.
This is the garage?
You should keep your
Yes.
things more in check, Scrooge. Maybe the Beagle Boys are still after you.
What the heck happens with... That's not exactly the first thing I look for when I see a room full of cursed antiquities.
He is very old school. That's a touchy nerve.
Yeah, it
Oh
is.
snap.
Out!
Yes.
Whoopsie.
Well, shit.
Damn it, Doctor, you should know better than this.
Why do you keep this shit in your house?
Where someone can stumble upon it.
Remember, Shira, we're talking about Scrooge McDuck, the guy who won't even waste a fucking penny.
I swear to God, this guy must have one hell of a garage sale with the stuff.
It's called. You see, Shiro. It's called hoarding. It's called hoarding.
More post-its.
Remember, Shiro, this guy won a dime when he was like 9, and he's kept it since then.
Yeah.
So
Well,
he's
the
not exactly the
importance
kind.
of it depends on the offer.
Of course.
Wow, this guy mentions he's a pilot more than that pilot of Rogue One.
Nothing to see here, people. Just the usual occurrence.
Please disperse. Nothing
That's
to
like
see
that
here.
mechanical Dragon Balls in Strider.
So, Dwibs, on the usual
mind.
day. So,
Does it
Dwibs, on
Yeah.
a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a usual day is this for the Doctor?
18.
Figures.
Only, but half the time, it doesn't. Half the time in Doctor Who, the galaxy's in danger.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's an amazingly strong cane to withstand the bite of a
Scrooge is
dragon.
dead.
It's okay because unlike.
Logic, yeah.
It's okay because
Family sticks together.
it's okay because dun 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 Launchpad is a pilot.
Gotta work fast.
Yeah, that'll work.
Nice job.
I guess.
Garden Hose of Destiny. I did not imagine I'd be saying that today when I came to visit my great uncle.
The garden hose of
Also,
destiny.
another thing I have to say: the CGI Volvo present is balanced.
Oh
At
no!
least so
No
far.
one breaks into Scrooge's private gold pool. That would break his neck in real life.
True that.
And now Scrooge is.
Dead again.
Oh,
He really needs to learn how to fly like a duck would.
wow! The dragon got decapitated. Disney.
There we
Of
go.
course. He's okay! He's stuck the landing!
Yeah, he even referenced the original cartoons intro.
Yeah.
Look how you're going.
That's Launchpad.
And he died.
Well,
Yeah, technically 4 times.
It's like the ending to Mulan.
Yeah. Also, another thing that that I appreciate is how, through animation alone, they managed to make, if they want, Scrooge really imposing. Like
I
you
know,
really
right?
feel.
he said it! He said the line!
Sorta.
Oh no, he's found his new passion in life.
How to get away with murder.
This is also pretty much kind of like how it is at the end of the Life and Times comic, where it's because of a certain adventure he has with his nephews in saving his money from the Beagle Boys that he recovers his sense of adventure.
But here comes the twist.
Turns out Donald is working for
There we go. That's his new outfit. From Flintart Glamgold.
Flint.
people.
You've gotten that.
Back. Yeah.
Also, he's wearing a kilt.
Here we go.
Oh, theme song now.
Duck. Yeah.
And even the intro is done in comic book.
Yes. Here we
Thankfully-
go.
Thankfully, it's not as painful as old 2003.
And now finally a new generation can be stuck having the song it has stuck in their heads.
It's gonna happen all over again.
Before we escaped this 30 years ago.
Danger.
No, it's back now. And it's here to
Please, don't
stay.
you know the ride never ends?
Well, you know, guys, I was just thinking of the cure to cancer, but then all of a sudden the song came into my head, erasing any progress I had made. It will never leave. Tales of daring, daddy with no ponytails, no. And I've even gotten used to this new version, god dang it.
And the logo was wrecked.
Home Gold
That's
Industries.
Launchpad for you. Da-da-da-da-da.
Well, he's honest, I guess.
Must resist not making Jewish jokes. Jesus.
Boy, what is it with the rich people coming from
Complete
Scotland?
with bagpipes.
Get it? Because he's Scottish.
I wonder how many
I'm
Scottish
proud
people
of
are
it, well.
watching this show right now.
Well, as of right now, probably not many, considering it hasn't reached Europe yet.
Huh. So he's actually got a team of henchmen as opposed to resorting to the Beagle Boys. Fun fact, the Beagle Boys were sort of an interesting concept. Whereas normally, say, big-time villains would get new minions here and here, the Beagle Boys tended to be villains commonly shared among a lot of the main villains. Surprisingly.
Can't be Max Stamper song.
One of these
Bueller.
things is not like the
Yeah,
other.
Hey, Duck.
And poor Donald, he's stuck back to, what else, sailing again? which I think was something he was trying to escape. Oh, Scrooge, if only you knew.
Nice!
No!
Yeah, wait till he gets in you. Otherwise, you'll end up like that Captain Scarlet character.
It gives me a sinking
Well.
feeling.
Also, you got it wrong, Disney. It was the 11th Doctor at that episode in the submarine, not the 10th.
Well, hey, the 10th's gotta do what the 11th's gotta do.
Oh yeah, here's another thing. Considering she obviously has never done this before, Webby doesn't really know how to lie to her grandma about not sleeping at home.
Oh boy. If she doesn't kill Scrooge for it first.
Alright, come on, Webby, you can do this. Simple.
Everyone has done it at some point. Come on.
Although, then again, most people's grandmothers aren't giant muscle bodybuilders, so I can see why she might be afraid to lie.
Semantics, Jova.
Okay, if your grandmother...
Can be very angry people.
Yeah. More like an underwater trip. Heyo!
Yeah.
No one cares about the.
Do we have all these even? Oh, yeah. Those aren't real things. In a world that has cursed pirate treasures, headless horses. May I
Super
need that
technological
continue?
stuff.
Not to mention a dime that can somehow power an ancient potion ritual. Maybe Herbert's her real name. Like, I can't imagine any father naming his son Huey. It's like, I have to wonder, did the father just say, hey, honey, this would sound really cool. Why don't we make it so that their names rhyme?
I don't think that's going to catch on, sir.
Oh, come on. It'll be great. I'll name this one Huey, and I'll name this one Dewey, and I'll name this one Louie. Even better, I'll get each of them only one of each color for whatever they'll wear for the rest of their lives. I'm sure that won't mess with them whatsoever. By the way, I'm about to go on a long, exquisite trip for which I will never return, so please do see that they're taken good care of.
No.
Yeah, you could just cut away a little bit.
Let's stay to the course. We don't want to do
Launchpad.
anything extravagant.
Launch pads.
Come on, dude, you're supposed to be a pilot.
Of course.
Louie, really?
Well, it doesn't help that someone keeps changing the
Of course.
Well done, Dewey. Well done.
Yeah, he'll thank you later. No,
We've
it's
got to get that.
occupied.
We have to get that fixed.
Conspicuous.
Jesus Christ! Their parents really never
Hey,
were around
hey,
for them.
Hey guys, ESPN reference.
Nice.
Because
Grand
mostly
Canyon
on
Cola.
ESPN.
Aw, Grand Canyon Cola.
Oh, so you're Cassandra Cain.
Wow. Yeah, pretty much. So when's the part when she learns how to kill someone? Oh, what twist of fate!
I'm your rival now, Donald.
But my god, so apparently in this version it goes even further. Now we know for sure that their parents were never around since the time that their mother popped them right out.
Jesus.
Wow, that's
I'm not
That's,
surprised the kids turned out the way they did now, because apparently their uncle's been the one to be there for them since they were wee little chicks.
Yes.
Which is weird because in the Life and Times comic, we do meet their mother, and the mother seems to be a perfectly fine mother on her own. So I really have to wonder what the hell happened.
I guess maybe they took some
Again,
liberties.
it's one of those things very shrouded in mystery. And
I know,
we
but
never
I
know
really-
it's just a dilemma.
That's
in
just the thing,
background.
The Life and Times lift the light on a lot of mysteries surrounding Scrooge. So I really would have loved for a comic that actually finally answered that question.
Maybe
I mean,
we'll
it-
get one in 3017.
Just the same year as Ratchet will actually discover the rest of the Lombax.
Well, considering this episode brought up Hortense and Quackmore, maybe this show will go into that. We'll see.
Maybe.
I guess.
Maybe?
I mean, it will not be an official Don Rosa.
Yeah,
callback
Launchpad, you
explanation,
might...
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be an official call. Oh, sorry. I love this one here.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be convinced.
You...
I'm
Brilliant.
yeah.
Oh, you don't got this.
But in her past life, she was Connie. She had to lie all the time. I'm
You know,
surprised she lost that ability.
why didn't you get Scrooge to lie to her for you?
Wait,
Yeah, sure, you'd have no problem.
That's
hold on.
because, as established earlier, Scrooge doesn't want to also save expense on the phone calls.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
not just that, but going back to what I was saying. I mean, if this show does manage to explain what the hell happened with Quackmore and Hortons, I mean, hey, it would not be an official Carl Bark / Don Rosa explanation, but at the very least, this show bothered to try and explain it.
Huh. So apparently Kate Mikushi also is the current voice of Velma Dinkley.
Yeah. Again, Kate is a veteran voice actress. She's been voice acting for years.
And apparently she also voiced Clayface in the Lego Batman movie. Okay.
Again, she's a voice actress who has done a shit ton of roles.
Oh yeah, she was also
Wow.
Tiny in Rio 2. Wow. And she was in
Well, shit.
Planes.
Buzzsaws.
So yeah, again, since these ruins are upside down, the saws are in the ceiling.
Oh my god, upside down just like that temple in Steven Universe!
Of course.
Wow, Steven Universe is only like 4
Well,
years old now,
shit.
and already he's inspiring other
Oh,
cartoons.
Nate,
Actually I think it's 7 years old. I think it came out
No,
in
Steven Universe is
2010.
2013.
Oh yeah.
MLP is 2010.
Friends!
You are really bad at this.
She
Are
can
you
get
okay,
better.
Launchpad?
It was better than
You'll
the
get-
previous life.
She'll get better, hopefully.
Yeah, you buy so much better as Sadie?
Yeah, Sadie's a much better liar.
Then again, anyone who's a love interest to Lars would have to be a good liar.
God damn it, Flint! You really let yourself go over the years, didn't you? Seriously, this is I mean, never in any other incarnation, comics or otherwise, has Flint Gumgold been this fat.
I guess being second best really got to him.
I guess, yeah. Maybe he has to eat a lot to vent his frustrations or something.
Had to. Ah,
Pardon.
wow,
Yeah.
that's quite a puzzle.
Yeah, anything with death in the title equals death.
Oh yes.
Of course it does.
Challenge
So
accepted.
exciting.
Well, that's fine. Since Donald is the only one getting burned, I guess it can work just fine. But it's okay because Donald has a plan.
He is so lucky. So freaking lucky.
I love how he's singing as he
His name.
Knowing is how to paddle.
Oh boy.
I love what he says now.
That's how you do it. Huh. It's
Thank
funny.
Scotty McToppet.
No comment.
Dude, can you not see that that thing is in your foot?
Oh, he
Poor
knows.
Donald.
He just doesn't know what...
guys. Bit of a pressing issue here.
Remember, guys, they're not aware that Donald is down there.
Whoops.
Poor Launchpad.
You're all fired.
Poor Donald, come on. Jesus.
Well, hey, at least he got complimented. And then dragged immediately.
And there it is.
True. Careful.
Donald's a traitor.
Hey,
No.
that was faster.
Yeah!
Yeah, that sounds exactly like what the doctor would say.
He's got a point. You've got a lot. Uh-oh.
What?
Hostage!
Anyway.
You know, for a really fat guy, Flint is really agile.
Oh, wait.
It's
Oh.
like Wario.
Oh,
In the
Oh,
classics.
oh yeah, that's right. In this version, Donald's also Scrooge's nephew. Then again, I think he was too.
Yeah, it wasn't like that in the comics, remember?
Yeah. I think he was not quite that in the original show, but yeah, he definitely was that in the comics. Oh, goody, the Junior Woodchuck Guide.
Obviously.
So, is it as game-breaking as it was in the original show?
Take a wild guess.
Okay, so, what
Hold on,
infinite
hold on.
odd...
She's still on the phone.
There you go.
Just what you need.
Could you imagine if it were Welsh or Gaelic?
What are you
Quick,
waiting for?
quick, get the plug.
No. What we need is
I was
to...
just gonna say, use the money to plug it up.
No, wait, I got a better idea. Get the Junior Woodchuck Guide. That'll tell us how to solve this. Because...
Just wait for Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, to be fair, Donald, you don't keep a good eye on your nephews in those games.
Well, to be fair, the nephews in the Kingdom Hearts universe are shopkeepers, so it's not like
Not
it's
just that,
necessary.
but yeah, they're capable of going on themselves.
Even though there's
Not to mention, not to mention, in Kingdom Hearts 2, considering Scrooge is in Hollow Bastion, it
So,
can
yeah,
kind of you can kind of imply that Scrooge
he
is probably
takes
taking care of them.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
the duel that the other rich guy took wasn't the real jewel of Atlantis. It's actually on the roof.
What a twist!
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking to myself, well, that's the jewel of Atlantis. That's pretty underwhelming, but nope.
Aww. Yeah, you are ducks. You should be able to do this well.
Remember Disney ducks, Joba. Disney ducks. Got it. Uh-oh.
There we go.
And plot twist: the water doesn't go down all the way in time, and then they drown.
And it conveniently opens an escape hatchway, too.
Of course. So she can best train assassins. But again,
beaten by an 8-year-old
we're the cheapest version, so yeah.
Come on, years of all that training cannot prepare you for a preteen girl's might. Right?
Well, actually, yeah, but Webby's actually pretty capable in this version.
I'll say, though, taking down a trained assassin, that's no small feat.
Well, considering she's the granddaughter of Muscular Beakley, I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
Well,
jokes.
shit.
Traitor.
Oh, that's
Dang.
good.
I know he tried to
We
kill
have
you.
to.
I know he tried to kill you and hold you hostage and all, but,
Can we have her ride with you, please? See, this is kind of like Doctor Who. The Doctor takes some people as companions.
Yes. Sure.
wow, he timed that just right.
That other jewel is Charles.
And of course, since Disney, the crystal of Atlantis color is colored cyan, like blue.
Cute. Oh, I'm sure there's so many others of those.
Jesus.
Yeah, that one is cursed.
Well, if it were another Scottish billionaire or millionaire that I know, he'd be on
And
Dragon's
Broncos
Den.
there.
He'd be in
And
Dragon's Den. or something.
he's been swept up
Oh,
now.
crud.
Oh, crap.
Okay, she took that extremely well, but I will take that as opposed to being crushed.
But don't you see, Jova? Even though on the outside she looks threateningly strong, on the inside she's just as warm-hearted as she always.
In that case, she'd make a great companion to come along.
So yeah, here's the problem. Donald doesn't have a job now, so
Yeah, or he can stay with Scrooge and the rest.
exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
there goes the boathouse. And
And there you go. They all gonna live with Scrooge now.
Well, I guess they all live happily ever after, and I was like, wait, the show's over already.
Yeah,
Exclusive.
you're going a bit too meta now.
I see a story here. I'm gonna capitalize on it. They brought the boathouse.
To fix it, I'm guessing.
Jesus.
Don't worry, Scrooge has like probably like 88 of his
Oh,
suite.
and guess what, Theo? Here's another hint of what might come in the future.
Wow, this really is kind of like Gravity Falls.
What?
Oh.
Pirates of the
Well,
Caribbean.
snap.
Dun dun dun.
Their mom?
Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll finally get more development for Hortense.
Dialogue director Sam Riegel.
Hi, Sam Riegel! Yay!
Well, I'm fucking glad someone finally decided to
Explain
develop
that.
Hortense's character.
Yeah.
Wow, so we have Sam Riegel to thank for this dialogue. That
Of
is
course.
awesome.
No, he only directed the voices.
Oh, well, he's still a great voice director, as Dual Destinies has shown.
Anyway, final thoughts.
Wait, wasn't that directed by Wendy Lee though?
No. Spirit of Justice
No,
was
Spirit
voice
of
directed by Wendy Lee. Dual Destinies was
Sam-
voice directed by Sam Riegel.
Oh, okay.
I have
Alright,
no idea
good.
why they changed voice directors.
They take turns now.
Anyway, final thoughts for this pilot. Waves go.
I enjoyed it, and this is coming from someone who hadn't watched Ducktales all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
All right. All right, Jova.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun, and oh my god, that ending tease. Might we actually learned in depth about the parents? I mean, we probably are, because that would be one heck of a tease. But,
Yeah,
wow.
they've barely told us anything about Hortense in the comics, so
Yeah.
I think the thing I like the most about this cartoon is like it's one of those perfect hybrids, like where it brings back stuff from the old show, but the main draw is that it's bringing stuff from the old comics, and it's bringing us the most lore, but now to a media that's a lot more accessible to us, especially for a lot of those
True.
comics being as old as they are.
True.
And yeah, I have to say I'm definitely
you can
looking.
tell that the people who made this show did their research.
So I'm
Yeah.
hopeful that also means that a lot of the villains who, the villains who didn't get that much screen time in the original show will also get more screen time here too.
And Donald gets to fucking be in the show for once.
That
Yeah.
too is so much better. But yeah, okay, now going on this as on its own regards though, this is still hilarious, great, adventurous. It get them this nice pilot in and of itself gives us a nice starter. Like the characters are all well, nicely rounded, and they're all each interesting in their own regard. And my god, the takes they do on each character are quite interesting. Like I also do like how they make Huey, Dewey, and Louie a lot more individual than they were in the original one.
Yeah,
Which-
true. One of the things about Huey, Dewey, and Louie, that their characterizations have always been a bit similar. But in here, they actually seem a lot more distinct personality-wise. That's one thing I appreciate.
I was also surprised that Dewey was actually the one who got a bit more focus this time. Usually, if anyone gets more focus than the other, it's Huey. Interesting.
Times change, I guess.
Yeah, I gotta say, a very good pilot, and
The creators prefer blue, I guess.
but I gotta
Hey,
say,
the colour of my football team, so I'm all for it.
and
Oh
of
yeah,
course-
that's right. What happened to Chelsea Dwibs?
Oopsie.
tell
Not
this.
relevant.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That's gonna sting. Yeah, and also, of course, the song is back in its greatly redone glory. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to more of this and expect more commentaries, including me, out of this. Sure, Roy, you go next.
Pretty much the same. The only thing I could add is that, there's always this worry with cartoon reboots about how they're going to turn out because they don't always have the best track record, but this is a fantastic start.
Sorry.
Let
Oh,
Teen
yeah,
Titans
yeah.
go!
You
I was
got
about
something
to
in your
say-
throat there, so-
Oh, Pedro, that
Cartoon
coffee all
Network
sounds
really has to learn from this.
Yes,
coffee
they
all
do.
sounds awful, Pedro.
I know.
But yeah, awesome start.
Mhm.
All right, I guess I'll go next.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I really like this because again, it really retains what made the original show really fun and charming, while at the same time updating some things. Like Webby's much more fun in this show already.
This may very well
Um,
grow to be the definitive version if it does well enough.
Well, yeah, it's already showing signs of potentially being even better, especially
Oh,
because it's actually
well-
bringing in the lore from the comics and potentially finally explaining Hortense's character, because she only showed up in the Laughing Times and that was basically it.
And also Disney XD renewed this for a second season already.
Yeah, much
That's
like I did with
good.
the Tangled series. Anyway, yeah, like I said, yeah, it's really a lot of fun. It's funny. It's got a lot of heart. And yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to see that cliffhanger really got me peaked, because I really want to see what exactly the writers have in plan for Hortense. So, so she apparently used to go with Scrooge on adventures. So let's see how that turns out. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, great start. Looking forward for more. Go ahead,
All
Jeff.
right,
I
then
guess ours
on
too.
last. Yeah. Again, as much as you guys said it, I really enjoyed it. It's vibrant. The color palette is fine. The lighting seems to be a bit off. I guess that's the tone we're going for. But the rest of it is pretty much fine. Also, again, the tons of reference, including two things that I wanted to say before and I couldn't. First, as I mentioned, depending on the offer, at least especially in my country, Donald sometimes can be a straight up communist when you really get down to it, completely rejecting any kind of material rich and just sticking to the house he's eating every day and the comfort of his family. That's kind of hilarious. And second, when the Ghost Pirate actually glowed up, the pattern of the light blue flame and the black skull is actually a reference to the, I think it's called Duck Avenger comic, the one where Donald Duck is actually a superhero. It's a particular race of enemies that's kind of like that appearance. So again, references of everything here and there, very nice touch. And even to other stuff that was complete out of nowhere, like that Lupin the Third reference at the very beginning. That's
That was
that's probably
slick.
just the animators and the writers basically having fun. So yeah, definitely intrigued. I want to see more.
All right. So that was for the pilot of
The
DuckTales.
pilot, tuning it for the rest of the series premieres. See ya.
See it.
See ya.
Yeah.